Hey you, do you own a home in Vero Beach, 32963, or a condo? Between us girls, I have a secret. It just became a little bit of a buyer's market. But we have a solution for you. You don't want to miss out on this video. Hi, my name is Scott Reynolds. I'm the team leader of the Reynolds team here at Compass in Vero Beach. I'm very excited to talk about the Vero Beach Barrier Island, also known as 32963 market report. And in this, as I'm filming this, it's right around January 13th, I believe. And so we have all of the data for 2024. And then I took all the data from 2023. And as a lot of people have asked is, how is the market doing? How's this compared to last year? And today we have all the information. So if you love data, you love information, this is going to be the video for you. So we're going to start off with the I take the market and split it out a little bit and do single family homes, and then we'll do condos because they're slightly two different sub-markets. So kind of jumping right into the single family homes, comparing from December of 2024 to 2023, we began each year with inventory at 218 for ending in 2024, and then 169 the year before. That's a 29% increase. So we saw a bump in the amount of available homes. Then on the total number of homes sold, we saw a decrease of 12%. That amounted to 283 homes that closed in 2024. And then on months of inventory, so that is based on pending sales. So the amount of inventory that's available any given time, when we averaged the 2 years, it was a 50% increase to 9 months. So that's how we ended the year in 2024. And then good news is price per square foot went up 7% to $658. And then this measurement here, the original list price to sell price ratio. This is the ratio. This ended at an average of 87%, meaning that the homes were discounted on an average of 13% from the original list price to what it sold for. That usually cost more days on market, and to be 100% honest, it usually nets the owner less than they really could have netted by having more of an aggressive listing price. We'll see that in the days on market, but 13% is quite a bit difference. The strategy that we really try to talk our clients through is pricing, spending more time on the list price and the list price strategy, and kind of keep the price reductions to a minimum, and creating that fear of loss with buyers, which will net the seller more money. But anyhow, it was only 87% list price to sell price ratio. And then on days on market, this is kind of what I was talking about, we were at 145 days, which is a 16% increase. 2023, we averaged 125 days. My philosophy is if we can narrow that down on the ratios, it will generate more interest right out of the get-go. And then the median sales price, more good news, the median sales price rose 5% from the same time last year. So the median sales price was $1,335,000. So that was the median sale price. So what does all this mean? If you're a buyer, you can see there's confidence in the market, especially on the single family homes. So you can buy with confidence. What's really nice about the Barrier Island, we don't have a whole lot of new construction. As a matter of fact, homes are getting torn down in Central Beach and in South Beach to accommodate new construction. So you can, buy with confidence knowing that things aren't going to change drastically. And if you look over the longscape of the past 3, 4, 5, 6 years, the values have gone up quite a bit. So And as a buyer, there's a lot more options available, which during the pandemic years, there wasn't a lot of inventory and a lot of buyers complained that they didn't have a lot of choices. So now you have a lot of choices and you can find the perfect place that fits for your long-term needs. Now let's flip over to condos, which is a different story altogether, but I honestly think for our most savviest buyers, it can actually be an opportunity. But I'm gonna go through the numbers and then I'll explain. So on the condo market, the past couple years, they've been adjusting their assessments, getting the proper reserves, getting the proper inspection reports done. So the past couple years, there's been a lot more questions than answers. Now I feel as we're going in 2025 that a lot of the buildings have got their reserves or they're putting their reserves in place. And so but there's a little bit of questions in the buyer's market. So that creates an opportunity, I feel, for the savviest buyers. So and the end of 2024, we ended up with 176 condos on the market. That's a 34% increase from the same time from 2023. And then on the amount of sales, there was 181 condos that closed in 2024. That's a 14% decrease. So we had a little bit less sales, more inventory, less sales. So then that's where you'll see down a little bit further along, you'll get a little bit more pressure on pricing. Months of inventory went really, really high. I do want to put an asterisk with this. It was at 13 months of inventory, but that is, keep in mind, the fourth quarter was not very strong in general. We had the election cycle, we had a hurricane, we even had a tornado. So the fourth quarter of the year was pretty rough. Already January, we're already seeing the pricing get adjusted and buyers' interest in showings are looking really, really good for 2025. But you have to be, sober to the pricing. The average price per square foot sold was $562. That was a 10% increase. And sold price, list price ratio from the original list price was at 91%. I still think that should be a little bit tighter. Days on market was 146. That's of the sold properties, they were on the market for 146 days. That is a 49% increase from the same time last year. And then the median sold price, this is one of the few indicators where we have a decrease, which is $699. It was a 3% decrease from the same time last year. As a condo buyer, or quite frankly, as a condo seller, getting all of your facts, all your reports, the financials of your association, all of that information up front, because I'll just be honest with you, the buyers that are calling on our condos, it's almost like a little bit of an interrogation. What assessments are paid? What assessments are going to need to be done? Have they got the SIRS report? Has the reserve study been done? So what we like to do is gather all that information up front, and it makes the sales process much, much easier because everyone's going to ask for it. So pushing your associations to get that stuff done really, really helps. And also for the ones that are in the process of doing the reports, sometimes the buyers have, they don't know the outcome of the report. So again, for the savviest buyers, it can be an opportunity, but everything I see, the condo market can be a nice opportunity for buyers that are buying in our city. We have real mid rises, low rises. No, the buildings are not, skyscrapers, and great locations on the beach and on the ocean and near all of our great amenities. So, and if you're a condo seller, really, really getting your strategy, your listing strategy, your marketing strategy, and being 100% on that and having the right agency doing that. If I could be of any help, don't hesitate to reach out. I can do some reports specifically on your community and help you with even a market evaluation on the single family homes or condos. So all of my information is below, and we would love to hear some comments or questions. And I would get in a lot of trouble if I don't tell you to like and subscribe our channel. If you would, we really, really appreciate it. That way you get all these updates right away and you don't have to find it on the internet. It'll find you. Thank you so much. Looking forward to next month. Bye.